Dear viewers, Namaskar. In view of the rising number of COVID cases in Rourkela and the nearby areas, you are requested to adhere to the COVID appropriate behaviors like wearing masks properly, washing hands frequently, maintaining social distancing and avoiding crowded places. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, feel positive, think positive, says CEO RSP SAIL while launching the new HR initiative Samanway, reaching out to go above and beyond. And crucial role being played by Ispat General Hospital in the treatment of COVID patients. And now the news in detail. Feel positive, think positive, talk positive and act positive. These dark clouds too shall pass away. We have won, we shall win again, said Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO, Rourkela Steel Plant of SAIL at the launch of a new HR initiative Samanway, reaching out to go above and go beyond, on 15th May 2021 on a virtual mode. Present online were Mr. Rajveer Singh, EDHA, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, ED Works, Dr. B.K. Hota, CMO in charge M&HS, Mr. S.K. Behra, CGM in charge Projects, Mr. C.R. Mahapatra, CGM in charge MM, Mr. Praveen Nigan, CGM in charge F&A, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, CGM in charge P&A. Around 100 senior executives including CGMs, HODs and sectional in charges joined the program. Addressing the need of balancing life and livelihood in the present times, the CEO further elaborated upon the need of keeping up the spirit and also to make the company remain competitive at the current juncture when the market is conducive for steel industry. He spoke about the various measures taken by RSP in association with government authorities to contain the pandemic along with the supply of life-saving liquid medical oxygen to various parts of the country. Emphasizing upon concerted effort to tide over the crisis, the CEO was vocal about the role of people connect at workplace and sharing of thoughts. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Rajveer Singh commended the sincere efforts of all the corona warriors at IGH and informed the members about the infrastructure and COVID treatment status at SSH. Mr. Pankaj Kumar urged everyone to adhere to the COVID appropriate behaviors, minimize the breakdowns, reduce the cost of production and help run the plant at full capacity so as to benefit from the market uptrend. The program commenced with the session on mindfulness taken by Ms. Rajshri Banerjee, CGM HRD, meant to enrich and integrate oneself with positive energy. This was followed by a session conducted by Dr. P.K. Mahapatra, additional CMO, on managing self to manage others in the midst of second surge. In this session, he briefed on the status of COVID-affected employees and their recovery rate, treatment facilities, telemedicine consultation facility, Paramarsh, and COVID-appropriate behaviors. Dr. B.K. Hota supplemented the session by offering expert advice on the need of balanced diet, fresh air and cross-ventilation, importance of early morning sunshine, as well as intake of immunity boosters and antioxidants. The third session on time to balance lives and livelihood golden period was dealt by Mr. Praveen Nigam, which focused on the performance and prospects of steel industry in general and SAIL as well as Rourkela Steel Plant in particular. The fourth session on creative leadership was taken by Mr. Rajendra Mishra, CGM, P&A. Through an allegory of geese behavior, he stressed upon the need of teamwork for charting the future course of action. An open house session followed, which witnessed the participants actively interacting and suggesting ideas for improvement. At the outset, Ms. Rajshri Banerjee welcomed the gathering, gave a brief about the objective of the program and coordinated the online program. Since the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant RSP has been playing a key role in tracing and treating the people impacted with the virus. When the second wave of COVID-19 hit the steel city in April 2021, the steel plant has further strengthened its healthcare net by adding and modifying numerous facilities. Since last year, a special 15-bed SARI ICU facility adorned with ventilators is functioning in the Ispat General Hospital. Keeping in view the surge in the COVID-19 cases, 2 or more wards were promptly developed as COVID wards so as to accommodate more patients, thereby increasing the total bed count in IGH for COVID patients to 128. Employees, their family members as well as non-entitled patients are availing treatment in these facilities. A team of doctors and paramedics is providing round-the-clock expert healthcare to the patients. Clad in PPE kits for hours together, making every possible effort to save lives, even without caring much about their own exposure to the virus, the team is doing truly a commendable job. As a result of the tireless, sincere efforts of the medical team, in the last 7 days alone, 92 critically ill COVID-positive patients have been cured and discharged from IGH to return home after their complete recovery. One such recovered person is Shri Ranjan Kumar Biswal of Kiriburu. Shri Biswal, who was COVID affected, was brought to IGH in a critical condition on 6th May. The intensive treatment at the hospital helped him recuperate quickly and he was discharged on 12th May after his complete recovery. I feel indebted to the team of doctors and staff of IGH who saved my life from the brink of no hope, said Shri Biswal, expressing his deep gratitude to the medical team. It is worth mentioning here that RSP's response to the pandemic has been phenomenal. The steel plant has been taking a myriad of measures under the guidance of the Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Steel, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan. A virology lab and a plasma bank are functioning in the hospital in collaboration with the government. At present, around 500 samples are being tested per day in this lab, and plans are afoot to increase the same to 1,000 samples per day. To reduce the recent rush for RT-PCR testing, a second sample collection center has started operation at the new OPD building only for the employees and their family members. Keeping in view the emphasis on instant detection of COVID patients, rapid antigen tests are also being conducted in the hospital. The plasma bank, which was also first of its kind in the region with a capacity of 400 units, too has been useful in saving lives of many critically ill patients. When the country is going through one of the severest health crises in its history, the doctors, nurses, paramedics as well as all the supporting executives and employees of Ispat General Hospital are leaving no stone unturned in serving the humanity around. That's all for today's news bulletin. Namaskar.